Welcome Rockstars to more Minecraft Pixelmon. Today's gonna be super exciting as we dive back into Pixelmon realms because we're gonna take two completely separate Pokemon and combine them into a brand new Pokemon for Pokemon Fusion for the very first time. This is gonna be super exciting, so make sure to hit that like button if you guys do enjoy it, and let's dive into it. Alright Rockstars, so Jolteon and Noivern. We were trying to fuse them because there's normal fusion. You can fuse Pokemon in this. We had a glitch where we couldn't craft a new normal fusion core, which if you didn't know, these cores, this one and a legendary core crafted from 9 fragments you get from like bosses or gyms and type stuff, and that's what allows you to fuse Pokemon. Today we're going to be fusing Jolteon and Noivern. Now apparently the glitch overall that turned our 9 crafting fragments into leather was actually just a visual glitch, so I had to craft them into the piece of leather, relog, and not relog beforehand. Once you craft it then relog, it fixes the glitch, so now you can actually fuse normal Pokemon. So this is the fusion previewer, so we're going for, let me see if I can find it, Joltivern, a fusion of Noivern and Joltivern, or Jolteon. A released 391 days ago, it was first discovered by Curvy Sport. So I don't know how discovering new fusions actually works whatsoever, but it's a base stat total of 600, the same as a pseudo legendary. He's an electric dragon, which are two of my favorite types. Dragons are just strong and I love electric types. So this is what the boy looks like, dude. This is going to be sick. Look at him. That is so cool. All right, I just want to get this guy. So how do we actually, oh, fusion shop. Is this where we get what we want? No. Aha. Oh yeah, there's a fusion machine. I forgot about that. Combine 2 Pokemon into a brand new one. Let's go ahead, add our Jolteon, add our Sylveon, and fuse. Oh, what is this animation? This is so cool. This is sick. I'm loving this. I've seen Pokemon Fusion on servers before, but I've never got a chance to actually use it, and it's usually really rare servers have it. So there we go. Our boy Joltivern. Dude, look at this guy. All right, so let's check out his stats. So I don't know. He's got a lowered special attack, which I'm assuming is bad. Let's look at his stats again overall, because you can just literally look at that in here. So his highest stats are special attack and special defense at 130 and 120 with only 80 speed. I feel like they should be just slightly higher, maybe 85 because of Jolteon, but we won't complain about that. Defense 100, HP 90, so overall he's pretty solid. But yeah, we definitely want special attack on this guy. What is this? Conduit of Joltivern. When worn, Joltivern will gain another special ability unlocked from fusing a Joltivern at Warp Fusion. Trainer Bond, Unbridled Archivice. When using Elemental Shift, if the target is attacking you, gain +3 priority and steal the type they are attacking you with. Elemental Shift steals 2 types at the same time instead of 1. What? So I'm supposed to wear this? That's kind of... I'll just always wear that. Because yeah, his ability, if I remember correctly, is Insatiable Hunger. Heals Joltivern whenever you steal a resistance based on how big the difference is. So I'm assuming the difference of how strong a move is with the defense of the base. It's a little confusing on the wording. He's only got 51% IVs. At least he's got 21 special attack IVs, only 7 speed. I can deal with that since he's not clearly the fastest, but he's a decently fast Pokemon. And he's got a lot of HP and a lot of defense. No special defense though, and that's his other stat. He's not amazing by any means, but he's got the stats that matter for the most part. Okay, so this is gonna be weird, but we need to EV train this guy. And the reason it's gonna be weird is because a lot of the times I either know what I want on the Pokemon because I've run the Pokemon before. So say I run Jolteon. I know Jolteon has no physical defense and he's a high speedy special attacker. So I only train him in speed and special attack. And anything else that I'm less familiar with, say like Sylveon, I use Smoggin for so I can get a better idea of what the Pokemon are built for. While I might know that they're more defensive or offensive, I'm not always sure what the best way to build their stats is. So, you know, it helps me out in general. But this is a custom Pokemon with custom-based stats. So that isn't a possibility. So we need to completely free range. It keeps taking this off. Is my Pokemon supposed to wear it and not me? And now I've got 2 of them and my fire badge is gone. There's some visual glitches going on. Well, you know what? We'll just leave it. It really doesn't matter right now. All right, so this is a little bit wasteful for rare candies, but he's not gonna be able to one-shot Pokemon that are 5 levels above him in the EV training area. So, and the glitch is back. I've got my fire badge. This is on you. Can I put this on you? See, it doesn't go on you. I'm supposed to wear it, but it won't let me wear it. Anyways, let's just boost him with some rare candies. And let's put him all the way, I guess, let's just take him to 10 or 11 or whatever. So this way we can actually just make sure we have nothing to worry about. And it's really easy to train him that way. Plus, I'm not super worried about, ooh, he's got Scald. I'm really curious to see what his move pool is going to be like. Rising Voltage, 70 base power already. User attacks with the electric voltage rising from the ground. This move's power doubles when the target is on electric terrain. That is so cool. So it goes from 70, which is already a decent base move. It's only 10 less than Discharge, to 140, which is more than Thunder, or at least equal. I think Thunder's 120. He's got Dragon Pulse, Scald, Wish. Dude, his moveset, I can tell, is already going to be insane. I'm so happy about this. This is such a cool Pokemon. Okay, so we know he's a little speedy. We know he's got special attack, and we know he's got HP and special defense. So those are kind of our best stats, I think, to go with. We run a little bit of speed. I don't want too much though, because I don't think we're gonna be super speedy, but we don't have a slow speed base either. I mean, wait, 80's not bad. It's not awful, but it's not so I think we do a little bit of training on the speed. I think we dive into special attack really hard, not fully cap it out at 252, but I feel like we go really high up there, like 184 or something, as long as it's in a multiple of 4, so it's evenly giving me the right stat bonuses for the points of EV training. But I think that's what we want to do with special attack, and then we're going to toss the rest into HP as much as we can, and maybe a dab into special defense. Ooh, Dragon Claw, but we're a special attacker. And Dragon Pulse is 85. I thought it was like 70. So yeah, I'm not going to get rid of Dragon Pulse. I remember watching a video with Game Boy Luke, and if you don't know who he is, he's a Pokemon Nuzlocke YouTuber, streamer type deal, whatnot. And he was talking about Pokemon stats, and it came down to defense and special defense versus the HP stat. And he mentioned that having most of the time, more HP to absorb the damage is better than actually having the higher defensive stat, because the defensive stat overall, yeah, you take less damage, but if you have less HP, it's still gonna do a percentage amount of your overall health. But if you have more HP and still okay defenses, you're going to absorb it a bit better, so you still have a higher percentage of HP left. I think, if I remember correctly, on how that works. But enough about statistics and stats and very specifics, because that's a lot confusing, and that's not what we're here for. We're here for a fun time. So 80 speed EVs, 15%, 510 total stats. I think that's not bad. So we're gonna take that off. Let's throw on HP, and we're gonna dive into the special attack arena. So this way we can start working on both of these at the same time. Ooh, Flash Cannon! User gathers all of its light energy and releases it at once. May also lower the special defense. That's really good. But do we get rid of Scald? I like Scald. 80 base power, chance to burn. It's a water coverage move, but this is steel. Wish is good for half our HP recovery. That could be really nice. But then again, I don't know how well we'll tank attacks, even with our stats being sort of put into that direction. Being a custom Pokemon, this is harder, but there are move relearners, so I could just relearn Wish. So I think putting it on there for now, and if we need Wish, if he's able to run it properly, we can always throw it back on there. But I like having that steel and water coverage. Oh, we've run into a little bit of a dilemma here with Thunderbolt. As we all know, Thunderbolt is a 90 base power electric move, but Rising Voltage is only 70. But you need electric terrain, and you can make it 140. So if we want to keep Rising Voltage, we will have to get rid of Flash Cannon, Dragon Pulse, or Scald to make it useful. While we could just throw Thunderbolt on there for a 90 base power move. I was thinking the best item for this guy would be something that boosts only super effective moves, instead of giving him something that boosts electric or dragon type moves specifically. So that way, since we have so much coverage in typing a move, as long as it's super effective, it's still gonna do a bonus 10-20% damage, I think, if I remember the math. It doesn't matter, it does damage, versus trying to set up electric terrain, which only lasts 4 to 5 turns, and it could be wiped out by other moves, and we could get one shot while making that. I don't know if Rising Voltage is worth it, so we're gonna get rid of it for now. But I want to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. And while you're down, if you guys are enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Lets me know you guys are enjoying the content. But I think it just depends on how the Pokemon is going to do in battles and what we're battling. So I think that time is going to tell what we're going to do with that move. I think Thunderbolt's the easy choice for now and the clear choice, but we can always change it because of move relearner. With 100% of our EVs now done for Joltivern, and we're doing pretty solid. I don't really want to do the math to see if the 138 for HP works out, but I know all the other numbers work out, so I'm guessing it does. Well, I did say I thought that something like, is it an expert belt? Yeah, would slightly boost the power of specifically super effective moves would be a good idea for him. If we're not running anything with status moves, and he's a bulk HP, because I've EV trained him in HP and special attack specifically with just a tad of special defense and speed. I could throw on an assault vest to prevent our special defense because we're going to be facing mainly fairy and ice types, I assume, as our biggest weakness. That would be really helpful, an assault vest. And he wouldn't be limited to one move or any of his moves being cut out because of a status condition. But before we really focus on that, I kind of need to level the guy up. Our Pokemon are 70s to 80s now, so 21 is not going to cut it. So I'm going to throw a lucky egg on him. We're going to do a bit of training overall with this guy because I want to see what his stats get up to, his overall HP and everything, and mainly just what moves he learned. I don't know if we're going to be able to find a good battle for him today because I don't think we're ready to take on the next gym. In the battle tower, you need to be level 100, and I'm not going to get a full team of 6 another 20 levels today. It's just not going to be possible. And we can always take the lucky egg off him with an EXP share because there are Pokemon trainers that we can fight at higher levels. And a big bonus of this not going to the level grinders, we have the tiny chance. What is this? Wait, I don't have a Z mover. Wait, what is this? Wait, what? Max Starfall. Wait, this is Dynamax. I have Dynamax on my Sylveon? Because this is Max Strike and Max Starfall. These are Dynamax moves, right? I've never used Dynamax in Pixelmon. It's always been glitchy or brand new, or I've just never gotten to that point in the series. Or there's a wall I have to unlock. It just really depends on the server as well. Some servers don't have it still. I guess Max Starfall. I want to confirm my suspicion. Yeah, I have Dynamax Sylveon. That is so cool because I know there were Dynamax candies that you to apply Dynamax levels, and I thought that you had to apply those first to use Dynamax. And considering I had just never used it in Pixelmon because I'd never gotten to that point, series usually end or something happens or wow, I've never really known how to use it. I figured I'd need the wristband too. You have to have the wristband in the anime. I don't have that, do I? I think I have my Mega Bracelet. Did I miss something I got rewarded and I didn't pay attention to? Like, I see my Mega Bracelet, but I don't see, is it under that? You know what? Oh well, I'm not gonna complain. I have a Dynamax Sylveon with the hidden ability of Pixelate. That is so OP. That's nuts. That's really cool. I wonder, I doubt obviously there's no Mega. I doubt there's a Dynamax for the fusion Pokemon, but that'd be cool. Dynamax isn't my favorite gimmick of Pokemon. I prefer Mega Evolutions. I think most people do, but they're still neat. I feel like it's just hard to make when I watched the anime, it was hard to experience a lot of fluid battles, I think is the best way to describe it. Sometimes the motion of the battles kind of felt stalled or staggered because of the size implication, and you know, there wasn't much to do. Then again, I haven't watched it since it first came out, so I mean, I could be completely wrong on that. It was just a first time viewing, so. But that doesn't matter because we are learning Snarl. We aren't a dark type, but let's see. The user yells as if it's ranting about something, which lowers the special attack of the opposing Pokemon. Power 55, so it does do damage. Do we want this? Could be good. It wouldn't be that bad, but I really like the moveset we currently have. I think it's really good for the most part. We got 2 stab, 2 overall more powerful type of moves that are for coverage. I don't think Dark's as good as Steel or Water for coverage, so I think we get rid of it. Once again, like Wish though, we can always relearn that later on. Alright, so I gave up on training naturally and I bought rare candies for $17,000. I wasted all my money again. Well, half of it. I had 30 grand. Doesn't matter. Do we want Dragon Tail? We have it on our Jangmu, who's probably, I don't know, I probably will replace him because I'm gonna replace Zapdos or Jangmu or both because I'm filling both their slots, but then I lose my fighting type as well. I'm not sure yet. I really want to use this guy though. I think we forget Dragon Tail for now. I don't think it's worth learning. Not right now. I think it's a really solid move, and the fact that I used to forget that it switches out Pokemon. Oh, Calm Mind. Oh, but then we wouldn't be able to use it if we use our Assault Vest. I think I'm more of an Assault Vest strategy fan with this guy. I think this could be really good. I think Calm Mind could definitely work based off what we've seen from his stats so far, but I think we're going to ignore it for now. Once again, it's something we can always switch up since our stats still build around that area. Can you not be so close to me? I'm trying to get a look at you. Oh, Dragon Dance. But it's once again a status move, and it only does speed and attack while we're a special attacker. So we're not gonna learn that either. Flamethrower, now that is some coverage, and that's different. It's more powerful than Scald, has the same chance to leave a burn. And I mean, but I mean, Scald is good for what? Rock and ground types, right? That's for coverage, especially for Thunderbolt, since we can't hit him. But Flash Cannon is Steel, which is the same effectiveness against those two typings, I believe. So I think we're gonna switch out Scald for Flamethrower. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm really curious though. This guy has such a cool move. He's got so many options. Earth Power. Oh my god! Dude, this guy's so broken. The user makes the ground under the target erupt with power. May also lower the target's special defense. 90 base special attack. Dude, that's so good. Get lower special defense. Can also lower special defense. So for ground. Oh, but then I don't have a ground type, which is my weakness. I don't have a way to get rid of ground types. I'd have to switch him out because none of my moves would be effective against him. Dragon Pulse would be neutral, but Earth Power, Flamethrower, and Thunderbolt would be either ineffective, do no damage, or do so little damage wouldn't matter. And that's, but I want Earth Power. That's so good. But Thunderbolt and Dragon Pulse are stab. Flash Cannons are ground rock coverage. Flamethrowers are a replacement for water to cover those types of coverageness. I don't want to have steel and ground, I don't think, instead of Flamethrower. Flamethrower is just so powerful, like it is. I don't know what I should do. Dude, this guy is so overpowered. I'm gonna not learn Earth Power for now. Seriously, I know I've said this a lot in this video, but oh my god, I need your guys' opinion in this, because this is nuts. This guy's so strong. He's got such a diverse moveset. He's got Protect and Substitute as well that I haven't taught him. He could be so much. Toxic? He's got Toxic to stall. I guess that makes sense. He's kind of built that way. That's nuts. Draco Meteor! Who needs Dragon Balls if we have Draco Meteor? Oh my god, dude. That one makes a lot more sense. And once again, I know I probably sound different. My voice is raspy today, and I think it's because I did so much screaming in recordings. So comments are summoned down from the sky onto the target. The attacks recoil harshly lower the user's special attack stat though. So I don't know if I'm not a big fan of that, but I mean, Draco Meteor is such a good move. I think we get rid of Dragon Pulse for Draco Meteor, obviously. It's just gonna be that way. As much as I prefer not having a lowering attack type that lowers my stats. I don't think it's worth not having overall. And if I do have one of those moves, I always make it only one move. I don't like having 4 moves that do that. Defog's not bad. That's a good status move overall. It's really insane the options this guy has. He's basically caught up with the team. He's actually gonna pass him. I'm gonna keep leveling him up with the rest of the rare candies though, because I want to see Ice Beam. Oh, that's a really good counter for dragon types. But if we've got Draco Meteor, right, I think we're good for the dragon type counter. I don't need to throw an Ice Beam in there. Outside of dragon or flying types, I don't think it's worth it. And we have other things that can deal with basically both of those typings. So I don't think Ice Beam's worth it. As much as I do think Ice Beam is a really good move. Okay, so that puts him up to level 89 with 313 HP. He doesn't rival my Sylveon, but then again, Sylveon's meant to have a lot of HP, so it kind of makes sense. So he's got 279 special attack, which is, I don't think, all that bad. What our boy is 244, and he's got a lowered nature on his special attack. That's nuts. 13 HP. You have 171 speed. You have 134. Sylveon's not super fast, but it's not really a slow Pokemon either. You have a 265 speed. So yeah, he's not insanely fast by any means, Joltivern, but he's not incredibly slow either, I don't think. Yeah, 157 for Metagross. Golems are slowest Pokemon at 74, and I think Metagross is next. I fly under him apparently when I fly. That is nuts. But dude, this guy is so cool. Hold on, I need to take out my FOV a little bit more to Quick Pro so we can get a better look at him. That is sick. Well, Rockstars, finishing up all the training that we need for Joltivern and not having exactly a good way to battle test him, I think that's a great way to end off today's episode. So make sure you guys do leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you guys did enjoy, especially if you guys want to see the next episode where we'll probably use them in like a gym battle or something. Until then, Rockstars, I'll see you all next time. Peace.